who knew that all I had to do was to give them my blessing for my husband and his mistress to break up. I have known about his infidelity for 10 months now when he almost missed the birth of our baby. We had a planned C-section, but our daughter decided she couldn't wait, and I called him all morning, confused and terrified, in pain, because I was scheduled 2 weeks later. My mom finally got a hold of him. He smelled disgusting, my way, a perfume that I really hate. He looked more guilty than excited, and he smelled disgusting. Anyway, when we got home, I looked in his phone and found out about them. I don't know how he has been able to fool me, or was I just blind? I told him that I knew, and he tried to deny it, and I didn't argue. When I didn't argue, he probably felt relieved that I had dropped it, or maybe he thought I believed him. One day, he came home late and he smelled of my way again. I broke down crying and begging him to stop, to choose our family, to choose me. I love you. He just denied it again, and I didn't argue again. I told him that I hated what he was doing and that I hated her disgusting perfume. I don't think it mattered because he was working late again not a week later. The day after New Year's Day, I took my children to town because I convinced myself that I needed to do some shopping. I found myself walking around his office around lunchtime looking inside restaurants. I thought that after the holidays keeping them apart, they would be wanting to have lunch together on their first day at work. My heart was racing and my stomach was churning. I thought that if I saw them together, I would faint or even die, but none of this happened. I found them as I expected in the restaurant he used to take me to whenever I visited him. I was surprised that the hurt and humiliation I was expecting and fearing didn't come. Instead, I felt calm and relieved, like something big and heavy was lifted from my heart. I even felt embarrassed that he was as predictable as I thought. I think I stopped having any feelings for him right that moment. It reeked of my way in the whole restaurant, or maybe I just imagined it. I told them that I wasn't there to cause trouble, but that I needed to see for myself. I told her that she had won, and that now she could have him. I told him that if he followed after me that I would scream because he was about to. When he got home, he wanted to talk. I told him that I wasn't angry or hurt anymore. He could be with her. For almost 2 weeks now, they have been arguing and fighting over text because he ended the affair. I will never understand how some people function. Why weren't my tears and pleas enough for him to end it, but my blessings were? Anyway, from our garage, we have a door to the laundry room with a small bathroom connected. I have told him that when he gets home, he has to throw his clothes immediately in the washer and take a shower before coming inside our home so I don't have to smell his disgusting smell. It is much better now. He told me that he ended the affair. I said that it wasn't my business anymore, but he thought I didn't believe him. A couple of days ago, I walked in on him texting in the dressing room, so I left, and he ran after me to show me that it wasn't what I thought it was. I told him that I didn't think anything, but he begged me to look at his conversation. All of a sudden, he wants to be open and honest.
Here are the top comments, plus Opie's reply.
The thrill is gone. They enjoyed the secrecy of it all. By you saying you can have him, your permission took the fantasy of the forbidden away. Good luck with things as you decide your next steps. I wish you and your children all the best in the world.
OP replied,
People, what a bunch of a-holes.
Is he trying to make it work with you now? How do you feel about that?
OP replied,
Yes, I know that my marriage has an expiration date now. Somehow, this made me calm rather than upset.
Ha ha ha, my way is the perfume my cheating ex gave me in between breakups. Must be something about it that attracts Bellins. I gave it back, so his bit on the side probably smells of it now.
OP replied,
It smells horrible in my opinion. Lol, different strokes for different folks.